know, I would test myself in a way that I don't think I would have tried or tested myself if I thought, man, I'm supposed to have a limp, or, you know, I feel like, you know, certain people's opinions become our identity, our reality, you know, and
Thank you for tuning into Alabaster's Box with Tiffany Hayes, where we are inspiring and enriching thoughts. So today on our health and wellness, or freedom and living rather, he's a double-edged sword, you guys, so you have to watch out. You have to watch out. But he is owner of Bodies at Best. I wanted to get the name right, and it's right there across the shirt. We have Matthew Gay. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. So I want to make sure that I get the best of our time. And there's so much information that I want you to share. So I'm going to get right into the interview. Okay. First off, tell me, who is Matthew?
Matthew's many things. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a Christian. I'm a father. I'm a musician. Above all of that, though, I'm a child of God. I'm just a completely new person, a completely brand new person from where I was. So I wear many hats. I'm a motivator. I am whoever God says I am.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you have this passion and vigor about health and wellness. Health and wellness.
Yes.
Where did this derive from?
I have no idea. It's not something, I mean, in 2009, I was in a car accident. I was hit by an 18-wheeler, broke my pelvis in half, lacerated my spleen, my liver. I mean, I was in a wheelchair for a while. It was so bad, doctor said if I walked again, I'd have a limp for the rest of my life. They put a screw this big in my pelvis just to hold the thing together. And physical therapy was really helpful for me. So I think maybe a part of it came from that. And then I started working at a local gym in the area. And I just was kind of looking around, and I got into fitness just by being jealous of the people that I was seeing that, worked at the same place I did, but I didn't know what they were talking about. And I'm trying to encourage people like, yeah, just get a membership, But I couldn't connect. After a while, I think one of the biggest things that happened to me, I found my escape in fitness because my wife and I were losing a company that we worked that we actually established, and I would go to the gym and just release and get rid of that tension. So fitness started off for me as therapy, and then it escalated into being so much more. It ended up becoming a tool for a variety of things, a tool for feeling better, a tool obviously still for therapy, a tool for looking the way that I wanted to look, so it gave me better confidence, and it just became intriguing to me as well too. So,
okay, so what does wellness mean to you?
Wellness, to be well.
I thought that was your answer.
Right,
to be well.
To be well, right. To live in a state that you experience the fullness of life physically. Obviously, there's mental wellness, and I believe there's also spiritual wellness. When it comes to physical wellness, which is my industry, I believe that wellness would be considered that place where you live and you're able to do whatever the demands of your life requires you to do without struggle, without strife, to where your body is no longer an obstacle or a stumbling block for you. It's actually a tool. It's actually it's a better, more equipped vehicle to propel you towards where you're trying to go and what you need to accomplish in order for you to get what you're supposed to be getting from this life. So that's what wellness is. When you're not well, you're in a sense broken, right? In a sense, you are dysfunctional. You're not operating the way you're supposed to. So I believe that being well is the exact opposite of being sick or being ill. They almost even sound the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what wellness is to me.
That's good. That's good. I want to go back to your testimony in reference to the car accident.
Yeah.
Because I was watching some of your videos as we were discussing before we started airing. But one of the last videos, and I had talked to my husband about it, and I was like, oh, this is so good, was when you were saying that you were glad, you told your wife you were glad that you were not you did not hear the doctor tell you another option.
Oh, God. I would say don't get me started, but I'm being interviewed. No. I'm ecstatic that they didn't tell me that, because I find that a lot of people don't do things that they could very well easily do because people tell them that they can't, or they just act like they can't, you know? And so because they didn't tell me that it was a possibility that I wouldn't walk for the rest of my life, or that I'd have a limp, the only thought in my mind was, I'm going to be completely back to normal when I heal from this. It's like getting a paper cut. I mean, yeah, it hurts now, but I'll be fine after. And so I didn't stop doing anything. I didn't stop trying to do certain things, I would test myself in a way that I don't think I would have tried or tested myself if I thought, man, I'm supposed to have a limp, or, I feel like, certain people's opinions become our identity, our reality, and so I think that if they had told me that, especially coming from my family, because I trust them, I think I would have taken it so seriously to where it was like, you know what, like I better not try to walk without that limp because it might hurt me. You know what I mean? Wow. Like maybe I should just, give in to the limp, and so I didn't feed into that because I didn't have anything to feed into. And that's why I was so grateful. I was about to do a barbell squat, and I stopped like right before I was about to lift the bar off of the rack, and I ran to the office and I gave my wife a hug and I said, thank you for not telling me. Thank you for not telling me. Because if you had, you might have given me something to use as a crutch. You might have given me something to feed into.
So even, that was just so powerful to me when I heard you say that to the point, because of course Alabaster Spot's mission is to inspire and enrich the thought patterns of the believer. And so we believe that we have to be enriched so that we can sort of be engulfed with the promises of God, so that we're not diverting to what we have been conformed to or accustomed to receiving. And so I wanted you to come on this show for the two, or the same segment but the double-edged sword, because I know that you are a personal trainer, but looking at your videos and getting to meet who Matthew is, you are purpose driven as well, and on a mission in reference to health and wellness. And in that, what I hear is freedom.
Yes.
Talk about that. Where is the freedom that people can obtain through wellness and health?
It's so funny you say that, because freedom is like my word this year. Freedom and discipline. So I think that a lot of people miss how influential their level of health is on their mental ability, their spiritual life, even. I think that it's been completely separated in many ways. And now, obviously, I'm a Christian, so I'm a part of the church, the body of Christ, and I also have my own church. And so I see a lot to where, there's a focus on spiritual, there's a focus on mental, no focus on health and fitness. And so I see a lot of people, even in the church still, worrying about living to see their kids doing, to do certain things, and being able to accomplish things that they want to be able to accomplish, but because of their physical state isn't in the right place, they disqualify themselves, So there's a freedom mentally, to be able to take the things that you want to accomplish and make them a reality. Every time I go to the gym, for example, I overcome myself. At some point, I probably tell myself I can't do it, and then I switch that thought and I say, yes, I can. So through that, I develop a freedom outside of the gym mentally.
That's good.
Right? I experience a certain level of discomfort physically with my body. I experience a level of discomfort, period. So when I'm experiencing discomfort outside of the gym, I still feel free because I practice putting myself in an uncomfortable position for the strengthening of myself outside of the gym. I don't go to the gym to be good at the gym. I go to the gym to be good at my life. You know what I mean? So yeah, we experience a mental freedom in many different aspects. Whatever our mind does, there's a lot of things that fitness applies to, wellness applies to as well. Discipline. You know, it's so interesting. Where you experience discipline is usually the same place that you can experience freedom. If you want to experience financial freedom, you have to exercise financial discipline. If you want to have more free time, you have to use your time more wisely. Be disciplined with your time. If you want to be free in your physical body, you have to discipline what you do with your body. So freedom comes from the discipline of fitness. Now, I say the word discipline, and I'm associating that to freedom. But that can get dangerous, you know, saying that without explaining that discipline is not a punishment. We grow up and it's like, you know, you're gonna get disciplined. That always is associated to getting beat, getting put in a corner, you know, going to your room. So you grow up with that same, oh gosh, I gotta have discipline. Why can't I just live my life? But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're living your life to the fullest because you're allowing whatever to take place with your body. So yeah, there's so much. I mean, I could go on for hours about the different freedoms, and I think it ranges for various people. Whatever area of your life that you're experiencing struggle in some way outside of the spiritual, I would say more so in a physical and a mental sense, you can experience more freedom through taking care of your body, through fitness and through good eating and
So when you're a coach or when you're training others to get to that point, to get over the boundaries or the roadblock rather of getting to the other side of health and wellness, what are some strategies you use to allow someone or aid someone rather to see the benefits of getting over this? So it's like what we were saying before we started airing. We know what we should do, but many times we don't do it. And so listening to your explanation on discipline and how we will have freedom because we are disciplined. When you're training someone, is that how you share it with them, or what are the strategies you share with them?
You know, when you're feeling scared, you know, in a situation, like a real situation, maybe you're a kid and you're about to cross the street. You know, having somebody grab your hand is a very comfortable thing, and so I would consider myself to take that approach of grabbing somebody by the hand and walking them across. But that involves me having to comfort them in a way that is not fake. But it's very real, but it's also urgent. And so I will most times use a motivational approach to that. And the biggest motivation I find for most people is just reminding them that they're worth it. Like, you deserve this. You don't deserve to struggle, you know, with the image you see in the mirror. You don't deserve to struggle, you know, running for a minute and a half. You don't deserve, you know, having sleep.
Hi everyone. Thank you for viewing us. So do us a favor, click that big red button down there that says subscribe. When you subscribe, it's totally free to you. Not only is it totally free, but you'll get a notification each Monday when we post new interviews, new insight, and new information. We hope you are enjoying what you're viewing thus far. Please tell your friends about us, tell your family members, your church members. Hey, find a stranger in the street, tell them about it too. We want to take this message to the world. Have a good day, and thank you for watching Alabaster's Box.